Today on Coasting into Retirement, we're all familiar with the risk the economy can pose to your retirement. It can feel pretty good when you can ride the highs, but we all know that nothing is guaranteed on Wall Street. Today, we want to help you understand how to navigate strategizing in retirement. You'll leave today's show with actionable steps you can take today to start helping make a difference for your financial future. Coasting into Retirement starts right now.
Retirement is more than a destination. It's a journey that starts with a dream, a vision for the way you want to live, recharge, and give back. To get there, you need a plan to reach your retirement goals. Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors has the strategies you need to plan for income, taxes, healthcare, and more. For years, Gary has been helping families plan for a successful retirement. Welcome to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm Amy Sharp, once again here, joined by Gary Marriage. Many of us know how to position our money leading up to retirement, but what kind of decisions might we want to consider making after we retire? Today, Gary wants to share insights on ways to approach setting up your retirement. So another important topic, we always try to spend our time together kind of diving in on things that people really need to be thinking about. Today's big idea, of course, kind of ways to approach saving in retirement. We've maybe done a good job of this during our working years. It does look different during retirement, doesn't it?
It does. So like when you're working, you're just doing everything you can. You're maybe taking payroll deductions out of your paychecks, adding in your IRA accounts or your 401ks. Hopefully you've done a good job of putting it in different taxable buckets, non-taxable buckets, things like that too. But if you just have it all in one bucket, now it's like, okay, well, let's look at the risks that you're taking, okay? How much of your money is in the market? How much money do you have safe? Are you going to get a pension from this company when you retire? I work with a lot of employees that just have a 401k or they have options for a pension, and then they're like, I don't know what to do with this pension thing. It says this is how much I'm going to get per month, but there's like 5 different options, and I should probably just take the one that's the highest payout, right? And so we can plug that in. It's called planning, right? So we're going to find out what you should do and not just what somebody told you at work that you should do, maybe in the cafeteria or something like that, because everybody's
At the water
different.
cooler.
Yeah, exactly.
This sounds like something where math, numbers are going to come into play. This is what your team does every single day. You're making sure that the math makes sense.
Right.
Take us through that a little bit more. Tell me more about how that works, how the numbers work here.
Yeah, and then in my business too, we have some funny math too. It's not like that funny money math.
Oh, I
that,
wish we had that back in middle school or high school.
I've seen some of the math that my son's doing. He's 11.
It's not
that
funny
math,
anymore.
I'm like,
It's not
what
funny.
is that? But yeah, so really it's all about like how much risk you have too. And we've gone through some turbulent times. We went through COVID. I've been doing this for 20 years, so I've seen a lot of different market corrections and such. But really, it's just seeing how much money you have right now and kind of protecting you from market losses, right? So take for instance, you have easy math. You have $100,000, okay, and the stock market goes down 50%. This is bad. That's really bad, right? So now you went from $100,000 to $50,000, okay? Well, how much of a return do you need on your money to get back to where you were? Well, most people would say, well, it needs to go back up 50%. The stock market needs to come back 50% and I can get that return back. Well, if you get 50% return on $50,000, that's only $25,000. So now you're only back up to 75. So wait a minute, you're still down $25,000 there, right? So those little things that we like to educate people on, just show them like, now you're retired. Let's keep you retired for the rest of life. I want to keep you unemployed.
One time.
Yeah. I want to make you unemployed for the rest of your life. How about that?
I love that. I like that phrase. Well, we certainly all know that the economy can be so unpredictable, and there's really no way ever to time when there's a market crash and what this could potentially mean for the savings that we have in place.
Right. Yeah, I mean, look at COVID. COVID was a great thing that we can go back to and look at again as far as like history, right? We actually had records set during that time. It would only took 22 days for the market to drop 30% during COVID. So that was something I hope we never go through again, because that's when the government basically said, you're shut down, and shut everything down. And we had to pivot. And that's what I love is like, give me a problem, I'm gonna find a solution to it really quick. And we went to Zoom. So now we do a ton of Zoom appointments as well. But you got to be prepared for things like this. Now, none of us could prepare for COVID, but I tell you what, when we have somebody that comes in that's a retiree and we ran them through our process and they have now a plan in case this happens, this is what you should do. If your spouse passes away, this is what you should do. Hey, when you retire, this is how you should take your pension. Do this option, not this other option right here. And look how good your retirement will be for the rest of your life.
Are people tuning into that idea of I need to be more on top of things? They're tuning into I need to have this plan that works for me, working with someone like your team, you and your team. Are people tuning into that more than maybe they did earlier in your career, or has that shifted a little bit?
Well, the people that listen to our show, yes. The people who don't listen to our show, no.
We know that.
Yeah. So it's kind of 50-50. So I have some people come in, they're just like, I've been watching you for years. I've been hearing you on the news or TV, or just people have been telling me about it, but I've been scared to come in because I'm embarrassed. I don't know, what a mutual fund is, or I don't know if I've saved up enough. And I have people that say this on a daily basis, and it doesn't matter how much money they have. A lot of people are just like, they're scared to show us. And I'm like, I'm here to help. I'm here to help you so you can have a good time, so you can brag about us, as well. It's like 60% of our business is referrals. That's a huge thing. But I just want to make sure you're okay, and then you do all the stuff that you want to do and retire it, because I want to live vicariously through you, because every day is going to be Saturday for the rest of your life. And again, it's just make sure it's structured right. All the things that you want to do, the travels, the vacations, how you're going to leave your money to the kids, things like that. It all comes into this plan. So if somebody doesn't have that, after they get it, they feel so much more comfort about retirement going forward.
I think you could say the word comfortable, you could say the word confidence, clarity. There's so many different things. It really does come into focus for us. And I hate to hear things like you saying, people just I'm afraid to come in. I just don't know the right questions to ask. I don't know if I have all the documents in place. Right. And I think that's what we try to stress when we sit down with each other here on this show each week, is that this is your guidance right here. This is your team. It's what you do every single day.
Every day. And I don't beat people up or handcuff you to the desk or anything like that when you come in. I like to have fun.
There's no quiz at the end of this or anything.
Yeah, it's so simple. It's so easy and stuff too. Been doing it for a long time, and I feel like I've put all the challenges. I've had all the challenges put in front of me for a retiree that I possibly have. I mean, I remember when our VCRs weren't going to work anymore. During the .com time, right? Yeah. So the banks weren't going to know how much money we had in our accounts, and hurry up, you need to get the money out of that. And, we got a new election. We have that. There's always something going on and it's all that panic, anxiety. And I'm just like, listen, here's the plan. Let's stick to the plan. Here's what happens if the market corrects 50%. This is how much you could possibly lose. And they look at it and they go, oh, okay, that's not as bad as I would think it was going to be.
All right, very good. We're off to a great start here on the show. Stick around, Gary, more to come. Next, strategies to help you work with lower risk for your retirement savings. And later, Gary is in the hot seat for Retirement IQ. Stay tuned.
More is usually better, but not when it comes to taxes in retirement. Tax rates might seem high right now, but these could be the lowest rates you ever see again. Think how that could impact your retirement. The good news is there are strategies you can take advantage of now to help lower your tax bill later and help get the most out of what you've saved for retirement. But don't delay. Time is limited and rates could rise soon. So act now to get your free tax analysis. Help uncover hidden savings and optimize your income in retirement. Take action and claim your free tax analysis now.
You've heard it before. Measure twice, cut once. When it matters most, it pays to take that second look. What about your retirement? When creating a plan to help increase your spending power, reduce taxes, build a legacy, and create income you can't outlive, another set of eyes might be your sharpest move. Take advantage of our free second opinion service. We'll see what you have and tell you what you might be missing, all at no cost to you. Reach out now for yours today.
They say knowledge is power. Whatever you're doing, whatever your goals are, you'll probably never say you know too much. The same is true with retirement. The more you know, the more prepared you'll be for everything in store. And we've made it easy to get started. This free offer is packed with knowledge to help answer some of retirement's biggest questions. It's our gift to you. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Act now and claim your free offer today.
Welcome back. I'm here once again with Gary Marriage, founder of Nature Coast Financial Advisors. And today we're discussing how the economy could potentially have a negative impact on your retirement. We don't like to use that word very often, but unfortunately, when it comes to retirements, when it comes to just all of the outside factors that can impact our retirements, that word comes up from time to time, doesn't it?
It does, right? And we've seen so many changes happen too. I mean, we've seen all the ups and downs.
Yes.
We've seen it
Roller
where it's
coaster.
like, yeah, it's like everything's great now. And then we've seen it, it's like, whew, the rug just gets ripped out from underneath us. We're like, uh-oh, what are we gonna do here now too? I can tell you this, the clients that I have, they have a plan. And they're not having like all this anxiety and going, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna go from here? Or, I can't believe this is happening to me, and just having all that stress, because we have it all listed. We went through all these different scenarios in case something like that happens. We're showing them that they're still gonna be okay.
Okay, they've got that plan once they sit down with you, but maybe before they come into you and they tell you this is kind of my goals, my hopes, my dreams for retirement. How do you work that strategy for their retirement? How do you put that together for each one of your clients? And again, it's all, I mean, the numbers have to play.
Yeah.
For someone who hated math, I think I talk about numbers a lot here on this show, but the numbers, the goals, all have to match up.
Yeah, so let's take, for instance, that you want to travel. You want to do these things. Your goal is to go check out Italy once a year, or maybe 3 times a year, whatever it is, right? So we'll put that in the plan, and then we'll figure out how much is it you're going to spend on these vacations or these trips, right? What kind of guaranteed income do you have coming in right now? When are you going to activate Social Security? What have you saved in your IRAs and things? And then we can show you how we want to start taking money out of these different buckets to pay for these trips and do this, but do it tax efficiently as well. And then make sure the money's going to last, so you can actually go do those trips. Amy, the hardest part of my job is not showing you this, it's getting you to actually go on the trips. It's the hardest thing for me to do, is get retirees
You got to go in
spend-
their suitcase with them, right?
Yeah, to get you to spend the money, right? You want to make all the money in the world, but then nobody wants to spend it. And but when I do have retirees or clients that actually go and spend the money, and I'm seeing it on Facebook or Instagram or however they're sending it to me, like pictures and trips that they've done, that gives me like, doing the right thing.
You're
Lots of fun
living
stuff.
vicariously through these individuals, aren't
Absolutely.
you?
Yeah.
And not to go off script here, but what's the trip that you still want to go on that you've seen one of your?
I have some that are going to Antarctica.
Okay.
Antarctica seems to be the place to
What
go
about
to lately.
Iceland?
Iceland
Anybody?
would be cool.
Yeah,
I
Iceland would
really
be
want to
cool
see that,
too.
like the lights, right?
Yes.
All the northern lights. and everything.
Absolutely,
Oh, that's cool.
absolutely. Okay, well let's gear back to our topic here. I was dreaming there for just a
Oh, good.
moment, but. One of the things we have to think about is the fact that people are living longer, retirements are lasting longer. I think our parents would probably maybe have a 15 to 20 year retirement that they thought they would have, depending on their genes and their family.
Right.
But now we have to create these strategies to really go with that fact in mind as well.
Yeah, the longevity, right? I have people, believe it or not, they're retiring at much younger ages as well.
And then it's even longer.
Yeah.
Maybe longer than you've been in the workforce.
Yeah, so some of them, have gotten an inheritance or something, or they started a business and they sold it, and now they're like, I'm done. I'm just going to go travel the world. And I have some people doing that in their like 50s, right? So I'm not really talking to them about Social Security planning, because they're still about another 12 years or 15 years on that horizon, or 17 years before they can do that. But again, just making sure the money's going to last as long as you need it. And I'll tell you this, the number one thing that really hurts people is having too much money in an account that's not making anything. And I see it almost every day. People have large chunks of money in an account that might be equal to their IRA that's sitting there at the bank earning what? Like 0.0001, right? So making sure that money is actually going to do something for you in the future, unless it's just sitting there, right? It's dying. You might as well have it buried in the backyard, right? But
I think you bring that up on just about every single show. So it very much is prevalent in the business that you're doing every single day. Has that not changed? I would think that'd be more of a generational thing. Like, again, back to our parents,
Right.
grandparents, where, stuffing the mattress with cash, feeling like, if they lived through the Depression, like they need to hold on to that money.
Right.
Why has that mindset not changed, do you think?
I think it's a lot of people just don't know what to do with it, or they're scared. They're scared to go invest it. They don't want to lose it, but they haven't really talked to somebody like, I'll show them, an account that I have my payroll in. Okay. How safe do you think my payroll account needs to be? all you have to do is ask my office staff. They'll tell you, right? My team, they're like, that needs to be really safe.
Yes.
But, you know, I've gotten bigger and bigger. We have more offices and things like that now too. And then obviously my payroll account has had to get bigger. And I'm like, man, there's a lot of money sitting there that I have in a bank account that's not earning anything. I'm starting to take my own advice. So I've been putting those accounts that are making me pretty good interest rates, much better than CDs. And I don't have to tie the money up because this is my payroll account. I got to keep it liquid. Right? So I'm making a really good return on that some money that I show people all the time. Like, here's an account that you can put money into that I've done just like myself and make better returns than CDs are out there.
Yeah.
But it's just sitting with somebody and just having that conversation. Just identifying what's the key things or what's the areas that might be hurting your retirement going forward. But one of those, again, is like make sure you're making money on your money, obviously.
I love this conversation. And are we missing anything? We're wrapping it up here, but I think, you driving home the point also just to come in, sit down and meet with your team.
It's so simple too. And we're going to sit down with you just like this. I like to have fun. Okay. And it's like, what do you want to do? What brings you in today? What's your number one question that you have? Or, your concern? Oh, I'm scared I'm going to run out of money. Or I've got all this money sitting in my checking account. And everybody has like these different concerns and things like that. I've been doing this for 20 years. There's nothing you're going to really stump me on anymore. But I enjoy it. And, we have fun after that. So we usually part ways as friends and keep going as friends.
Chocolate chip cookies involved always.
That's right.
Always.
We got the best fresh baked cookies.
Always the cookies. All right. Very good. Thank you so much, Gary. Straight ahead, Gary is in the hot seat for Retirement IQ. And later, what are some simple, actionable steps you can take to help improve your financial future today? Gary has your checklist challenge. Stay with us.
In life, it's good to know what you have to work with. Knowing how many nails you have before building that birdhouse. Knowing how much sugar you have before starting to bake the cake. But do you know how much income you'll be able to count on in retirement? Retirement savings are one thing, but knowing how those savings can turn into income is another. Are you confident you know what your retirement income will look like? Call our team and get a free income analysis today. We can show you what you might expect for income in retirement. Find out now so you won't have to wander later. Call for your free analysis today.
They say knowledge is power. Whatever you're doing, whatever your goals are, you'll probably never say you know too much. The same is true with retirement. The more you know, the more prepared you'll be for everything in store. And we've made it easy to get started. This free offer is packed with knowledge to help answer some of retirement's biggest questions. It's our gift to you. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Act now and claim your free offer today.
More is usually better, but not when it comes to taxes in retirement. Tax rates might seem high right now, but these could be the lowest rates you ever see again. Think how that could impact your retirement. The good news is there are strategies you can take advantage of now to help lower your tax bill later and help get the most out of what you've saved for retirement. But don't delay. Time is limited and rates could rise soon. So act now to get your free tax analysis. Help uncover hidden savings and optimize your income in retirement. Take action and claim your free tax analysis now.
Now it's time to put our knowledge to the test with this week's Retirement IQ. Is that you on that boat, by the way? I've been wanting to ask you that.
Yeah, that was me.
It was you,
Yeah.
really.
See how slow I was going
Must
on
have been
that?
a heck of a day out there on the water. Looked really good. Okay, so you're ready. First question, what is the central bank of the United States called?
The Federal Reserve.
Okay, I feel like that was an easy one.
Yeah, we're here on TV all
What
the
do you
time,
know
too,
about it?
right.
What can you tell us about the history of it?
Supposedly some money there, I guess, right? I know it's had some issues back in the day, and it seems to be the talk of the town like lately now too, right? All over the
Absolutely.
place.
Okay, question number 2. You ready for this one? I think we're going to get harder as this goes.
All right.
So don't just think this is all a softball. Question. Okay, what was the unemployment rate during the Great Recession between 2007 and 2009?
About 10%, I think, right?
Okay, it rose. Yeah, it rose to about 10%.
Yeah.
Late 2009, more than 15 million people were unemployed.
Yeah, that's a lot. I was still employed then, but man, that was a little tough time back then. 2008, I remember the market crashing and people panicking back then too. So
And how do we compare that to like conversations that people are having today with the market crashes and
Yeah.
talks of a recession again?
Well, a lot of people forget it too. We have to remind them about it. So we really talk about like, here's how much money you have at risk. And a lot of people don't know how much risk they have in their portfolios. So we'll go back in time and we'll have software that can actually plug in we have all your your accounts, all your positions that you have, and I can simulate a market correction. Like go back to 2008. I can go to COVID. I can go to the .com and show you how your portfolio would have performed
Like a
during those times.
reenactment, yeah.
And then how comfortable are you with that? Oh, that would scare me to death. I'd lose half my money. Like, okay, well then you probably have too much risk, right? So little things like that we can identify, and it's great to talk about these.
All right. Okay, here's another one for you. This one, kind of a history one, right? You ready? Are you a history buff?
A little bit.
Okay, when it comes to retirement, for sure. What is the worst case of hyperinflation recorded in history? I think if we asked a lot of people, they would say right now. It's happening right now.
Right, we're all learning about hyperinflation right now
We're talking
too.
like history, world history.
So like in the, I guess in the 20s or 40s probably, right?
1940s, mid-1940s.
Yeah, we had some hyperinflation then too, but yeah.
In Hungary, of all places.
Hungary, yeah.
Not here in the States.
It's got my name in it.
Yeah, it does.
Hungary.
Yeah, Hungary.
Yeah, but yeah, we can definitely talk about hyperinflation. I mean, we're seeing it now. The cost of like everything. I mean, I'm sure you're seeing it as well too. Is like everything is going up, and it's just getting more and more and more expensive. So yeah, hopefully we can get these things under control very fast.
Yeah, none of us are going to the grocery store and seeing egg prices. We always talk about egg prices, but any of the prices coming down, and even as things change, interest rates and all the things, we probably won't see that. We're going to just keep seeing increases.
I
Right?
remember gas at 99 cents.
Of
Let's go back
course.
to that. I'm all for it.
Might be older than you because I remember it a little cheaper than that when I started driving.
Okay,
What the
yeah.
heck? Maybe like,
At 97 cents, you mean, right?
Exactly. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Here is another one for you. Do more banks go under during the Great Depression, or did more insurance companies fail?
Oh, definitely banks. Yeah, there was a lot more banks that failed during that time. There's a very small number of insurance companies that have really ever, fallen. I remember like back in 2007, 2008, I think we had like 700 banks that went bankrupt basically and had to be bought out and stuff. And we learned a lot about FDIC during that time. But here's what happens: when a bank falls, they're relying on FDIC. When an insurance company falls, usually they don't, and another company will buy them out. I mean, you remember AIG back in the rinses, right? I mean, AIG is still here today. So just other companies would buy them out during that time. So people didn't lose any money in those companies back then.
Does this bring back some client memories, client story memories of just having conversations about that
Right.
being an effect for them?
Yeah, again, everybody was panicking. They were, worried about they were going to lose all the money in the banks, and everybody was rushing to the banks to pull money out. We've seen that just over the years, though, too. I'm like, okay, now you have all this cash. What are you going to do with it? Or they go to the bank and try to do this and try to just pull out $10,000. They'll ask you to come back because you didn't call ahead to order it. I love when people say that all their money's in the bank or they have a lot of money in the bank. I'm like, no, you don't. You have a balance there, but go there, try to get it. Try to get it out. It's not there.
Interesting. All right. This is always fun. Great answers, as always. We always learn a little something. So thanks for stopping by for Retirement IQ.
Thanks for your questions.
All right. Still to come, you'll learn some of the simple steps you can take today to help you improve your situation, because how useful is knowledge without action? Stay tuned.
They say knowledge is power. Whatever you're doing, whatever your goals are, you'll probably never say you know too much. The same is true with retirement. The more you know, the more prepared you'll be for everything in store. And we've made it easy to get started. This free offer is packed with knowledge to help answer some of retirement's biggest questions. It's our gift to you. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Act now and claim your free offer today.
In life, it's good to know what you have to work with. Knowing how many nails you have before building that birdhouse. Knowing how much sugar you have before starting to bake the cake. But do you know how much income you'll be able to count on in retirement? Retirement savings are one thing, but knowing how those savings can turn into income is another. Are you confident you know what your retirement income will look like? Call our team and get a free income analysis today. We can show you what you might expect for income in retirement. Find out now so you won't have to wonder later. Call for your free analysis today.
Thanks for joining us today on Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage. I think we've all learned a lot from this discussion about the economy and ways we might consider approaching our accounts for retirement. And we say this every time we get together. Knowledge is power. It is a lot of our responsibility to know where things stand, to go in, set that appointment in place, make that make that a priority to go in and sit down with our advisor, and then let you guide us through this. It's a journey, and it's a relationship too, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's very much a relationship. I only want to work with people that I like, and I'm sure you only want to work with people like you like too.
Sure.
Because I want to make this fun, and it's like, what are you really coming in for? But I like showing people too, like identifying what you really have, and I think that's really important to know, like where your money is allocated, or what type of money you have. Do you have Roth IRAs? Do you have traditional IRAs? Do you have money in these other accounts that you might be able to, get money out of in the future? Some people have large life insurance policies, and they didn't know they can access the cash value out of their tax-free. And they've had these accounts since maybe they were young children and didn't even know that though too. But I think it's really important just to understand what you got, what fees you're paying on those accounts. Most people have no clue how much fees they're paying on their accounts. If we can reduce your fees, that's huge. And then how much of that money is taxable. And then after we have all that, basically that inventory, okay, here's what things look like now based on everything you're doing right now. Is there something we can do to fix it? Let's change this. Let's change that. Let's change the way you're taking income. We change the way you're taking income out of different buckets. Look what it does to your tax return. Because we do tax planning as well, not tax preparation. We're not filing taxes. We're just doing tax planning, showing you throughout the years what you can do to start reducing your income taxes going forward, which makes your money last a lot longer too.
The checklist that we're kind of going through here, is that a physical copy that we can come in, take that home with us? If they're like me, I like to have it all, where I can kind of see and reference this.
Right.
Bullet points that I've heard you talk about here on the show, and other places as well.
Yeah, it's a checklist I created with a lot of my clients. My client advisory board, it's all ladies, and they basically said, hey, I wish I would have known where this was.
Hence the checklist. We love a checklist.
You
Sorry.
do?
We
Yeah,
do.
I love it because you all have it together
we
too.
We love
right?
a checklist, yeah.
But it's like, hey, I wish I would have known this, or I wish I would have known where he kept that, or where the passwords were for the social media accounts and all that. So I have this whole checklist that I made with all my clients, and it's if there's money hitting, right? I have clients that hide money in their suit jacket pockets, or they have it back in the day, it was picture frames, things like that too, or buried in the backyard like my grandfather did.
My mother has told me when she has gone to not get rid of any piece of paper, it's everywhere throughout the house.
And people do it, like cookie jars, things like that too. I mean, I know you're hiding money somewhere too, right? So, but you need to let somebody know about that, because if they're just coming in, the kids are just grabbing this stuff and turning it into the yard sale, they might be dumping your, what was that? The jackets we had, the corduroy jackets.
Yes.
I'll never wear this. Throw that in the dumpster pile. That, come to find out, it had $10,000 in it. I have people that have plants that hide their gold and silver in it. Yeah. And didn't even
your
know.
Parachute pants, you could have put money in the pockets.
rid
Do you
of
have those still?
Yeah, the bicycle shorts too. I got rid of those bicycle shorts a few days ago too.
Very good. Okay, something to think about for sure. And thanks for bringing us on point on this topic. Thank you so much, Gary. All right, if you ever worry about losing or making the wrong move with your accounts, you aren't alone. The good news is Gary and his team, they're here to help guide you around economic volatility so you can feel more confident going into your ideal retirement. For Gary and the team at Nature Coast Financial Advisors, I'm Amy Sharp. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you next time.